feelings of doom while breastfeeding. Hi, I'm Cindy Rubin. I am a breastfeeding medicine doc and fourth trimester doc in the Chicagoland area. There is a condition called DMER, DMER, and it is short for Dysphoric Milk Ejection Reflex. And this is a situation that's not so uncommon. I mean, I see the people with problems, so I probably have a skewed vision of how often it happens. But this is something that some women experience when they are lactating. When the milk lets down, so they latch their baby or they set up their pump, they start the process, and then when the milk starts flowing, some women get this feeling of overwhelming doom, negativity, sadness. Some feel some nausea or physical symptoms as well. It can feel a lot of different ways, but it's typically relatively brief, but very intense and very real. I've had women come and mention something like this and they don't know that it is a real thing and they think that they're going crazy because why is this happening every time I breastfeed my child? So sometimes just knowing that it exists, it can be so validating and reassuring that you're not going crazy. But what can you do? So this is thought to be due to some fluctuation in hormones in that moment when that milk is letting down and you have an oxytocin release, and at the same time your dopamine levels drop. And that's what is happening here. So maybe the dopamine levels are dropping a little lower in women who experience this. So there's a couple of things. One is it's important to know that this does improve over time for most women. So it's strongest in those earliest weeks, and then often by 3-4 months postpartum, it's better. It's not necessarily gone, but it often does get better. So that's one thing, just knowing it's going to get better. One thing that you can do in the moment is when you are breastfeeding or pumping to do it with distraction. Watch a funny show, play a fun game on your phone, listen to restful, calming, or fun music that you enjoy, something to distract you during that time. Some women find that they have it more when they pump than when they nurse. So figuring out a way to nurse more than pump can be an option. And there are medicines that can help as well. So some of the antidepressant medicines can be helpful when it's extreme or it's not going away. Many women quit breastfeeding entirely because of this, and that's okay. If your mental health is suffering because of it, if every time you are about to nurse, you start feeling yucky before you even start because you know you're going to experience this, even though it's very, very brief, it's very intense and it's very difficult to know that you're going to feel that every single time. So some women quit. And if that is what you need, that is okay because your mental health comes before any drops of milk for your baby. So a little bit about DMER, really important to know. I'm going to link some other resources in the comments that you can check out. If you do have DMER and you want some support and help through it, feel free to reach out to me, reach out to a mental health therapist, specifically one who specializes in perinatal mental health. That's another thing, is therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, something to help you retrain your mind for how you deal with these moments when they happen. Hang in there. You're doing a great job and have a wonderful day.